I'm back with part 2 and more paint. So let's have a look at this one now. I had to mix up some more paint. So what I'm going to do, I decided to add colour as well as white because I think it will just be nicer. So I'm just going to fill in these little grooves here where the paint hasn't kind of blended together, and then hopefully the painted areas will kind of settle, just like water settles in when you send it into an area. It just kind of finds its level. So all of that around here. So we're going to just probably have a little bit of hands going on to paint very soon, which I'm quite okay with. Love to get into the sand pit and play, unleash your inner child and just have fun. So I'm trying to not have too much over pour over the edge. Now this is an old style, not that you can tell because it just looks like it's all covered up and it was all white. It's an old style circular Queen Anne table with the kind of Queen Anne legs, and they are a little bit out of fashion, so upcycling them with chalk paint is a great way to do that. Now what I did was I put the sealer and undercoat on 2 layers, because with these old wooden tables, quite often when you sand them or knock them, a lot of the colour from the oils in the wood come out, and that can kind of ruin your creation. So when you use chalk paint, you don't have to sand, but if you do kind of do the shabby chic look where you let out the some of the wood, you sand back some of the wood, you can have those coloured tannins coming in at the last minute and just ruining your work. So I've learnt that lesson. Do the undercoat and then you don't have that kind of extra work at the end, because it doesn't happen until you put the final clear coat on. That little surprise, and I've had that happen to me before where I've spent hours working on a piece, only at the last moment, once the undercoat, once the clear coat goes on, to discover what the result was. So I'm just popping these colours through here now, and the whole surface of the table is covered in paint now, so it is going to start flowing over the edge, but that's okay. Just trying to get a good blend of colours. As you can see, the colours will start to move into each other, and I may get the hairdryer on again, but I will post this up as part 2 so that you can see the final result. And look, I feel pretty happy with that. I think it looks pretty funky. It's gonna do its work for my purposes. Just got to make sure with this work, make sure you prepare your surface. Otherwise, you can get into all kinds of strife. So look, I'm pretty happy with that. I'll give it a little bit more of a finish off after I've stopped the video. But this is a great way to upcycle old furniture that maybe would otherwise look pretty ugly and daggy and out of date. You might get them at garage sales, op shops, whatever. I've done a lot of upcycling, and it's really lots of fun, very satisfying, and if you want to, you can do it as a source of income. Take care, lovely. See you next time.